Hey, this is Rex, and you're watching the Brick Ninjas. Tomorrow, I am going to purchase some new Lego sets. I'm going to get two. I'm going to get the Lego TIE Striker from the new movie Rogue One, and I'm also going to get Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. Let me pull that up on my computer here so I can kind of look at it. I really liked Legos when I was a kid. I had a couple sets. My mom would buy me some for Christmas. I had a police set. I had a pirate set. My favorite set, though, was this little tow truck that had like suspension. And I want to find that again and order it. But anyways, I hadn't been into Legos in a while. Got married, had kids. And now watching my kids play with Legos has kind of reinvigorated or reminded me of what I missed. And as you can see, I have a bunch of sets behind me now. I'm sort of collecting them again. I'm playing with them with my kids, and it's a lot of fun. But so as I'm getting back into this, I'm like always looking for what's coming out next. You know, I really like Star Wars, and I like how Lego has Star Wars brand. So with the new movie coming out, Rogue One, they have a couple of sets coming out. Like I said, I'm just going to buy two. I'm going to get the Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. I like that one because it reminds me of the Imperial Shuttle Tidarium with the folding wings and kind of that mohawk thing on top again. And then the TIE Striker, which I think looks really cool because it's got these sharp-looking wings, and they kind of fold up and down. The one thing I don't like about the TIE Striker, though, and maybe it's like this in the movie, I don't know. When I look at the set, it looks like there's, like the center of it is like a soda can shape, which looks kind of weird to me. Because I have a TIE Fighter, and it looks pretty cool. I have a Lego TIE Fighter, and it doesn't look weird like that. But this one looks a little odd. But there's still something that draws me to it, because I guess because it's the TIE Fighter and stuff. I do like the U-Wing, but I'm going to wait a little while before I get that one. Just because I want to. And then with the Imperial Striker, or the Imperial Shuttle, like I said, it looks cool. It's like all black, and has the foldable wings. It has little missiles that look cool. It looks like you can actually open it up and put some of the minifigures in there. I think the Krennic minifigure looks really, really cool. And it comes with that new robot everybody's talking about. I forgot his name. What is it, like K2 something? Yeah, K2SO, that's his name. And maybe I'll even pick up the bigger, what do they call those? The actual like model of K2SO. Anyways, from the previews, he looks like a really cool character, and a little more wit to him than C-3PO. But anyways, I will video myself purchasing things tomorrow in my giddy little face as I'm getting them, and then I'll record myself building them and posting, and I look forward to doing that. I'll see you guys later. Alright, I'm on my way to Target to pick up the two Lego sets I was talking about. Krennic's Imperial Shuttle and the TIE Striker. So let's go do it. Here I am at the local Super Target. I'm going to purchase my Legos. There it is. Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. There it is. Last one. And the TIE Striker. Let's get it. Alright. Got what I paid for, or got what I'm picking up today. This is going to be a lot of fun. Look forward to building these guys. It's awesome. There's new Star Wars stuff all over the place. Well, this is the same old stuff. Here's K2SO, which I would like to get, but I'm going to wait a little bit on that. I'm going to see in a bit. As you will notice, I have Assault on Hoth to my right, and I have the brand new set, Krennic's Imperial Shuttle, on my left, which would be your right. Anyways, I was really excited. I went to Legoland a couple weeks ago with Brick Ninja Jesse, and we got to pick up this set because they had it there, and I've been like drooling over it forever. So we picked it up, and I'm really excited to be building it, but I'm not going to build it today. Instead, we're going to focus on Rogue One, and we're going to build Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. Now, this is a really cool set. I love the way that it looks like a variation of the Imperial Shuttle Tidarium from Return of the Jedi, and it looks kind of like it would have existed at that period of time that Rogue One takes place. That kind of mid-70s kind of look that a lot of the movie had in terms of art and stuff. Anyways, this is a really cool set. I'm very excited to be building it. I was really excited to pick it up. I also got the TIE Striker, which I'll be doing in another video. But this set is cool. It's 863 pieces, and it comes with some really awesome minifigures. K2SO, who looks like a really funny, a better variation of C-3PO, kind of a funny droid, a little more dry in his humor. Booty Rook, I think I said his name right. I don't know exactly. I haven't seen his name pronounced anywhere. This new alien named Pow, who has this funny kind of mouth. I've seen him in some promo shots and things like that. Director Krennic, who looks a really cool character. I'm excited to see what he's going to do in the movie. And then these new the Imperial Death Troopers, who actually might hit what they're shooting at. Anyways, enough talking. I want to get started with this thing. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and open up this box. See if I want to. I always like to pick a side that I'm going to open. Ah, my dull knife is not cutting the tape here. Put this down. Let's see how many bags and stuff they have in here. Oh, okay, I dropped one. All right, my bag magically came back up on the table because my assistant helped me out. Brick Ninja Jesse, who's behind the cameras today. Everybody say hi, Brick Ninja Jesse. Say hi, Jesse. Let's see how many bags we got in here. With 863 pieces. Looks like we got 7. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bags, 1 book, and a pack of stickers in the back here that kind of remind me of the stuff you see on the Death Star in A New Hope. Go ahead and open this up. And something I always like to do is organize all the pieces in one place. I'm just crazy like that. Let's get started. went ahead and I played with these with my kids after I built it, and it was a lot of fun. My son really liked the wings a lot, and he really liked opening up the sides and playing in there, and he liked keeping everything kind of open and checking it out. His favorite character, though, was K2SO, which I'll show off in a little more detail in a minute. Before I get more into like what they liked and didn't like, I do want to talk about, I really wanted to compare this to previous ships from the series and ones that LEGO have made. As you can see, I have the Tidarium on the left and Kylo Ren's command shuttle on the right. And I just wanted you guys to see kind of the scale. So this is the smallest. This gets bigger because of the wings, and this is of course the biggest because of the wings. Of course, these fold down. I like the way these fold down better than Krennic's Imperial Shuttle because they lock into place. So you can see, like, you can hear they pop, like each side does, right? And they're not going to go anywhere. They're not falling down. I could put them like that, and they're not going to move. They're held in place. And this is the way it's supposed to look when it's flying. That was one drawback I had for Krennic's Imperial Shuttle, was that these wings go down by friction. Well, they're holding a little better right now, maybe because I was going in and out of doors. But yeah, after a while, they just fall. And the problem I have with that is I know that after a while, that is going to wear out. They're just going to flop down. They're not going to probably not going to stay up, I'm guessing. These haven't been out long enough to know that for sure, but I think it's a safe bet. What I do like, though, is that the skids on here, the landing skids, are really, and it may be because of the center of gravity of Krennic's shuttle, but it really keeps, it's not going to fall back or forward. That's the one thing I don't like about the Tidarium, is it feels like when the legs are down, it feels like it wants to fall back. Okay? When they are back, it feels like it wants to fall forward. And you can't really lock them in the middle because it wants to go one way or the other. Now with Kylo Ren's, just the comparison here is at least the size. It's interesting how some of these things are getting bigger and bigger per the movie and per the character. But you can see that Kylo Ren's shuttle is much larger than that. Just to give you a size comparison. Even though it's larger, Kylo Ren's shuttle does not, the wings do not fold in or out. And I don't know why they did that, why LEGO didn't make it do that. I mean, it's cool that it collapses and kind of gets smaller. But I really thought what was cool in the movie was how the wings went out like that. You know, how it looked like this kind of bird of prey or kind of a little more menacing than when they're just straight up. But there may have been engineering reasons why they chose not to have it fold. Who knows? Maybe they could make it smaller. I don't know. Anyways, it is cool that Krennic's does that. And also everything folds out here. So let's take a look inside Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. Alright, so here's Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. I like that it has, like, again, this kind of armored look, armored plating with the studs looking like rivets. All the way down the wing, it's got these cool little wing tips and the red light there. There's the ball joints that work as friction for the wings. The center does not move, doesn't do anything. It stays there, but it's very solid. I mean, you could pick it up from there. Here's the other wing. Something that's really neat about this is you can see how good the seams are right here where Krennic sits. And you can lift this up. There's Krennic right there. Fits nice and snug. What's really cool is these fold out like that, and they're just connected by two connect pieces. But they fold, which is nice. Let's fold down. And then this one comes up, and you can do it like that. And you've got two Death Troopers here, which we'll look at in just a minute, and they fit in with those I've talked about this earlier. You can see it's just this little piece that wedges in between their legs and keeps them there. There's no clutch power. Krennic, though, he is clutch powered into his seat. The only issue I have when I put him in here, I think he looks awesome, and I don't think they should change this. I don't know if they could make it any better. It just looks really cool because he's like in here pretty snug. But when I put him in here, I have to be careful with his cape, otherwise I'll show you in a minute. It just kind of pops up if you put him in there without doing it, and so it's a little bit of work to get him in there. Let's pop him out. And you can see his seat is made out of like these really cool pieces. And so he fits in there like it's like contoured just for Krennic. That's pretty cool. This folds down too, and you can see this is, I was talking about this in another video. I think that's where you can put guns, but there's these little red, when I turn it around later I'll show you, like clutch pieces that you can put the guns in. Because it just didn't seem like, I'm like, where am I going to put these guns? They don't always need to be holding their guns. I got to put them somewhere, so that's where I put them. What I do think is cool is they actually, like, it looks like there's steps leading up to Krennic's seat. And he's got all these pieces up here. Again, with the stickers, I don't know why Lego just doesn't print these pieces and let me put them up there. But they are stickers, which I really don't like putting on Legos myself. Some stickers over here, which is cool, kind of a little bit of a detail touch you can see right here. I'll point to it on the side so it's easier to see. Right here, kind of those cool lit lights that you'd see in the original Star Wars movie, A New Hope. My son really thought this was cool how these folded out like that. And you can fold them in. And then Krennic's little top part comes down and it totally meets the sides perfectly. I mean, it just looks perfect. You know, here's the back. This is one part I did like a lot. Was these like, how they look like propulsion engines with the blue. It's very similar on the back of the Tidarium. They're sideways. So what's cool though is this folds down and you can see it's like a piece that does that. Forget what you call those, but if you know what they're called, leave it in the comment. They look pretty cool. And this is where I like to put the guns, as you can see. I don't know if that's where they're supposed to go. They don't show you that in the instructions. I do wish that Lego would probably add something like that, either in the instructions or just show you a picture, like this is where the weapons go when they're not in use. Because sometimes I'm putting things in and I'm like, not quite sure. And sometimes I like a little bit of direction. So, anyways, that's in the shuttle, close up. Again, with the kind of the armor plating look and the rivets. So it looks really solid, like it's like a tank, flying tank, I guess you could say. This is see if they can focus. This is a Death Trooper. Looks pretty cool. I like the detailing on the helmet, the mask. You can see them, and they even printed on the ridge of the nose piece, and where the breathers are, it's like kind of green. A lot of detail in that printing, and just around him. The shirt, or I should say the chest piece, a lot of printing, even a belt buckle, and the legs. Comes with kind of a little side, not a sash, but I'm not sure exactly what you call that. That fits under his neck, and then the back printing. And they only have one face. Angry as usual. They're just always angry. You can see nothing on the back. The other one's exactly the same. This is the one minifigure my son really liked playing with, K2SO. He came with two sets of arms. You can give him an angled one. I can push this up. You can see how it's like angled. And then there's a straight one. This one's just straight. I can push it out a little bit. Parent. So you could give him two straight arms or two angled arms. I just gave him one of each. That's kind of what the instructions called for. And his arm just popped off. I'll put it back on in a minute. But I think it's cool to have the Imperial insignia on his shoulders there. And he's got some printing on his chest and his head. Looks pretty good. He just pivots in the middle, that's it. His head doesn't move or anything. But his arms do. He's like a droid from the earlier Lego sets. So, looking forward to this character too. I think he's going to be really cool in the movie. Alright, moving on. Pow! He's got some cool printing on his chest and his legs. His hands are the same color as his face. He's got a long rifle. Something I thought was cool with these was the backpacks on the very back. I thought that looked kind of cool. Let me straighten it out here a little bit. He does have printing on the back, and I had to put a sticker on this piece. Like, again, I don't like stickers on Legos, but it's me. And like an antenna. He's got two faces, so his little hat comes off here. He's got his kind of, I don't know, happy face. And then he's got a I'm about to eat a cheeseburger face right here. He's got this big mouth, which I've seen in production photos. Is kind of interesting. So it's interesting to see what they do with this character in the movie. Alright, next is Bodhi Rook. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm not, please let me know. Get in focus here. There we go. He's got printing on his chest and his back. He's got another backpack too, just like Pow. He's got this cool little long-haired ponytail and a little gun. He does have two faces. He's got two heads. He got his happy head. And then he's got this one with like goggles on it. And maybe a little more of a serious face on him. See if I can get that in focus. There we go. So, looks pretty cool. Right. My favorite of this set, though, has got to be Krennic. And here he is. The only thing I think that looks odd about him, or that stands out to me when I look at him, is how the cape comes under his neck. It's kind of just stands out to me because maybe it's much brighter than his chest. But his chest looks really cool. They've got all the printing on there and the belt buckle and everything you need. He's even got some printing on the back. Some cool stuff back there. I like that he's got black gloves. And his head, I think he's only got one face. Pretty sure. Just a kind of serious face all the time. Yeah, that's all he's got. Got his hair back on. Looks pretty good. I like how Lego is really kind of getting more detail with certain pieces or certain minifigs. Like, you know, it's not just the hair from anybody. At least I haven't seen this hair in any other figure, or at least this color. So it's pretty specific. This is probably the coolest figure. Let me show you how he gets in his ship and why it was a little challenging. All right, so let's go ahead and put Krennic in his shuttle and kind of show you some of the issues I have with his cape normally. So see how it kind of comes up around his head? Almost looks like a turtleneck. So you gotta pull that down. Usually, when I first built it, it was a bit more of an issue, but now that I've played with it a little bit, it's easier to do, but that's just something to be mindful of. And then these just, you know, you put the Death Troopers in their spot right here. Just kind of just get their legs right in between here. I'll show you if I can lift up that light. And they fit right there. Alright, let's get him in his ship here. And we're going to take off and fly and menace some of the rebels we're getting tired of. Alright, so that's Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. I like it. I think it's really cool. Again, I'm a fan of these the wings that fold up and down that are really tall on these particular sets. I just wish that it was... I just feel like after a while these are just not going to stay up. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll stay up like this indefinitely. Who knows? But my feeling is they won't. Other than that, I think it's a cool set. I like it. It's nice and sturdy. Like my 3- and 5-year-old were playing with it, and it was not coming apart. The minifigures come apart easier than the set does. Alright, so let me know what you think of Krennic's Imperial Shuttle, what you think of the folding wings, if you think they'll stay for a while. Let me know what those pieces are called in the back, like I was asking. And what you think of these. This one compares to Kylo Ren's shuttle and the Tydirium. Which one's your favorite of these three? Like I said, mine's still this one. It's always been since I was a kid. But this is still a really cool ship. As usual, thanks for watching. May the bricks be with you, and I'll see you guys next time.